Good morning. Welcome back to the Old Shed Workshop. If this is your first time here, I'll invite you to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for future videos. You guys that are subscribing are really helping me to grow my channel. In the process of making my latest video, where I'm making flights for shooters, similar to the bear flights I made in an earlier video, it occurred to me to make a video on this handy tool everybody should have in their shop. This is a 0-center ruler. The ruler starts at 0 and goes out both directions with the same measurement. You can get these in 12 inches, 18 inches. I'll put a link below for this one. Let me show you how I use this in the process of making my shooter flights. The next thing I have to do is I have to trim the workpiece to its finished size. By using the equidistant marking gauge, I had 3 marks here that enabled me to drill these 3 holes, which are equally distant, and they are centered together. What I need to do now is trim each side. This, by the way, these edges look pretty even on the camera. They're really not. They're close, and they were close enough to let me set up the equidistant marking gauge in order to give me equally distant holes. However, now I want to make sure I have the same distance from the outside edge of the holes to the edge of my workpiece. I've determined that I want my workpiece to be 9 inches. I don't want to trim this edge straight and have more material on this side than I do on this side. So in order to do that, I need to come back out from the center of these holes, which I know are equally distant. I can come out from the center hole out and get the same distance from the edge of the hole to the edge of my finished workpiece and trim to that size. In order to do that, I'm going to use this tool, which is a 0-center ruler. I know that these 3 holes are equally spaced. The way this works is there is a 0 in the middle, and it goes out in measurements from either side that are exactly the same. So if I go out to 5 inches, I go out to 5 inches. If I go out to 2 inches, I go out to 2 inches. So what I really need to do is determine my center. In order to do that, I know that if I go to the outside edge of both of these holes and find the common measurement, it looks like it's 3 1/8. So if I set this, and I know I have 3 1/8 here, I have 3 1/8 here. Of course, your measurements are going to vary. It's however you set up your workpiece. I know that this is centered. I don't need that. I need this. So I know if that 3 1/8 here and 3 1/8 here, I can go out to my 4 1/2 and 4 1/2 on this side, and I can use that measurement to mark my final measurement for my workpiece. Should be 9 inches. So now, when I take a regular ruler and I measure, I'm right on 9 inches. Okay? So even though you use the equidistant marking gauge to get your equally distant holes in your workpiece, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to trim to finished length and have the same measurement from the edge of each hole out. This tool helps you do that. Now I can trim my workpieces to final length